Did you send? Can you join the conversation? That you can see me, but you don't know how to join. Send me your email addresses, and I think You can't link your webcam. This is a broadcast. It means you can join the chat, but at Gmail addresses. And who is just watching? Shakib. Hey, I don't know. I mean, some people are watching, but we need to be able to answer, like, to ask questions and breaking up. Okay, good. 9 viewers, we're on. So, if you have any questions and you're connected to Shakib, just ask him on Skype and he will send it to me through WhatsApp, so I can answer. We're going to have another session because we will. The app did not load because the system. Damn it. Shakib, please let me know if you can hear me right, because the computer keeps telling me that it's not connected. So I did an experiment to show that the blood tests are working good, that we can feel a lot of energy matter. Now, a breatharian is not like most people would think. A breatharian is someone that chooses if he wants to eat, is just independent. Some breatharians take it to the extreme. I did a year with only juice or with very, very little of anything. And that does not mean that I needed it. It means that I really wanted to stay in the tasting game. Meaning it's like we removed everything in the text box. Good. Okay, I see some 11 viewers, that's even better. So it is an independence. It is a type of freedom that we wished to acquire. And this freedom, like the food, is just a tool, because once you understand that you don't really need food and that you can be independent on the daily uses of food, then you understand many things about your soul and about the experience. It also means that you are very, very clear, meaning the consciousness is clear. Do you know how it feels after lunch when everybody is settling down and they're all like, oh my God, I'm full, I can't practice. And the best production you can do only during the few hours in the morning. And after that, everybody's like gone. Or if you've ever made a juice fast or a cleansing, then you know that after 2-3 days, suddenly you're very clear. You're very conscious, you're breathing, you're in the moment, and you don't understand why people eat so much. So food is just the tool for the consciousness work. Now, when I discovered it, it was about 3.5 years ago, and my friend told me, like, he hid it because it was such a big secret, and everybody was putting him off and saying bad things about him, say that he's a little crazy. He went through a 21-day process in Brazil, and he taught me. And once I did that, I told him, look, I'm ready. Everybody's gonna know, you know, I'm a big guy. I explain myself. I'm in IT. I'm a computer programmer. I'm going to make a website because this is an amazing, amazing gift. The gift of being completely healthy, the gift of being completely cleansed all the time, never feeling hungry, never feeling thirsty. But you have to understand, if you don't feel hungry, it also means that you can never be full. If you're never full, it means that it's like you have two engines. One engine is from food and drinks, and the other engine is taught many people. I understand that many people want to experience this right now because of the shift in the wave consciousness that started in 2012. Many people are more open to this experience. And I'll tell you a few things. The first thing is that the process itself does not guarantee 100% prana. It only guarantees a really, really high jump, 70, 80%, something like that. After that, we take some time, we change the engine of the body, we take some time to drink a little bit of juice to support, because the body is still in the process. It's like changing an engine in a car, and it takes some time. After 2-3 months, whoever wishes to continue and go towards nothing at all, which I know very little that want that, but the ego wants, so we give the ego a lot of times. Wait, somebody's asking a question. Page, yes, I can hear you. Eileen wants it to know if she can stop eating after the event or that she needs to continue on apples. Okay. During the process, the 10-day process that we'll have in Holland in about, Eileen just asked one of the participants if she can stop, if she needs to continue on apples. There's no need to continue on apples. It is really recommended for the first 2 months to stay on juice and very little juice. And when I mean very little, I mean we will talk about how we know how much we need or how much we want. You will see that you will not be able to feel hunger or thirst. So it will be mostly about taste. If you want to stay on apples, no. Apples are physical only after 2 months. Any type of fruit or anything that is completely to chew, like to experience the chewing, then it's not in the beginning. If the process begins by 10 days, you know, 1 day of fruit, 1 day of juice, 1 day water, 4 days without food or water. In these 4 days, this is the amazing time. We call it like the surgery, because when the process is physical, body, and mental. It means that we know this is the water, the deep water, the water that is saved. You know, everybody says we're 70% water. You can imagine me like up to here, just water, and all the rest is like, and uses the water from all the different systems. And as you know, waters have a memory. Like in Dr. Emoto's experiments, the Japanese guy, you know, the one that prayed to rice, there's changes in it. And this water, when it cleanses, it also cleanses our deep thoughts, our deep emotions, and everything that we experience. And this is why it's also an emotional process. The body, once you're resting, you have nothing to be afraid of. and we are resting. So yes, a few days, the blood pressure is going to be a little lower, and we're going to be a little bit tired, and we're going to do several exercises like Tai Chi, and we'll get the energy from that. The only thing that will bother you during those days usually is the sensation that you're tired, but the body has to go through this extreme. It has to become any nourishment from the outside except for air. And the body juice, usually it's juice, diluted juice with water, raise it a little bit up and up and up. Now, some people do the process just for the process itself, which is amazing. And some people want to do it because they want to live in this lifestyle. They hear like a soul's call to do it. And I'm like one of those people. And when I saw that it's possible and I understood the benefits, I asked myself a simple question: why not? And the only challenge was a social challenge. It's the people that are in my that we want to go out, they want to go out on lunch and eat. It's a social, like the girlfriend that wants to go out to restaurants and coffee places. It's your parents. So that's like the biggest challenge in the beginning. But today, I don't recommend people to go more than a day without food unless they really want to, unless they feel the call. Most individuals, they do stuff to the process, and they see that whatever they wanted before, it's not necessarily what you want after. And that's why I say, like, you can prep, which is amazing. I think a good preparation would be to fast once a week. Just a water fast, meaning drink 24 hours water whenever you choose to. Teach you about the social. You will see that in the beginning, maybe you're a little bit hungry and maybe a little bit tired. After 1 week, you see nothing. After 2 weeks, it will be like walking on rainbows. The second thing you can do is starting to let go of food that you enjoy, at least for a while, because we have to aim to stop completely. We aim to stop completely. It's really, really, really easy afterwards to balance ourselves again. So, for example, if I would have been cigarettes, I would tell you, listen, stop completely. You will never again in your life. And you embed this into your subconscious, and you let the body change according to that. And then after a year or 2 years, if you want a cigarette once in a while, you will enjoy it differently. Same thing with food. You will enjoy food in a different way if you choose to. 1 year without. 1 year to choose to see. Because in the beginning, for me, I did the 21-day process. It's something for the people that used to be the consciousness. And today, it's not necessary. Today, the frequency is so high, and the group vibration really helps. And you have a guide, personal guide with you. In Israel, we do it with 2 people participating. In this 10-day process, we have 12 people so far that have registered, plus Shakib, which is going to be my assistant, and I'm coming especially for that. I think that by the time we finish this, maybe 2, 3, 4 more people will join. The process is built in a way that every day we have in the morning an exercise, because it's the physical body that we need to move it a little bit. 5 Tibetans, and I'll explain. It's amazing exercises that balance your chakras from yoga. And afterwards, in the dry fasting days when we can't move to Mongom, which is similar to Tai Chi, during every day we have breathing exercises. We have guided meditation, and usually we have some sort of something in the middle. But between, we are alone. We are alone or in the group, but it's a very, very good time for self-contemplation, to ask the serious questions. Am I happy being here? Am I being loved? What do I love to do in this life? Who am I, and how is it possible that a person can survive without wishes to? What does it mean about this whole illusion? A lot of conversations about this. You amazed on what I had to in order to be here with you, and the awakening process that most of you have already begun. Now, you go my question is, what will do during the process in breathing exercise? Sure. Breathing exercises are going to be deep inhalations, not going to be long. Okay, we're back. Good. Okay, I don't know where we stopped. I thought it completely disconnected, so I'm going to... there is a light engine. There is energy that is different, completely different from what we know. When we feel good, when we are feeling in the moment, then we don't think about food. When we are in love, when we are doing a project that we enjoy doing, then we don't feel hungry. We feel hungry because our body is used to it, and usually most of what he eats, he does not. And he forgot old remnant. It means it's an ancient engine that we had, but today the frequency, the elevated Earth has so much energy that we can just pull it. And it doesn't mean that we need to practice. The process is the process, and after the process, you do not need to practice it anymore. It's automatic, meaning every cell in your body has an energy engine, and it has a light engine. The energy engine is from food, drink, and the light engine, and you're nourished from light. You are light. You are very, very, very condensed light in an illusion of a 3D reality where you can choose according to your belief system, change. You can see that from the placebo effect. You can see that people that cure themselves, just that they can cure themselves. And this is the amazing part, because what we need to do is change our belief. Now I know for some it's hard to believe that we can do that, but I can tell you that it's easier than what we think. We are afraid of the unknown. We are afraid that usually when we get to that feeling, it happen in the same way we thought it's going. Our brain and our thoughts always think ahead to the future that doesn't exist yet, or stuck in the past, analyzing who we were. And this process is a mastery. It's about connecting to your inner self. I can tell you that before my process, and my process was alone for 3 weeks, with a guide talking to me on the phone once a day. It's completely different today. Easier. The fact of the matter is that the people that come to the process are usually people that are pretty amazing. And after the process, when they finish it, they tell me, wow, game. And for me as a guide, like, I'm proud when people stay in this lifestyle, and I don't expect anything. I just want to flow. And the more I understand it, I think less, and I understand that this is what I need to do. Type of guide, some of you already met me when I was last month, I think, or 2 months ago in Norway. And some of you didn't and just saw us or whatever I did for the television a few times. I'm somewhere between the materialistic. I know by myself. I have learning experiences. I have awakened in several ways. It's so awake that it's actually times. because I'm in this, but it's still asleep. So I'm trying to do as much people up. And I tried seeing if there's any other tool in the world that can do it, and there's nothing. This is it. This is like the ultimate process for people to begin the waking up process. And it's amazing because we are addicted. We were addicted. Learn that this addiction, this thought, this belief that you can change it, and you can change it in just 10 days. This is not like sitting in the Himalaya for 30 years and meditating. It's like we're doing it in such a small amount of time. And I'm in Israel, and Israel is we like it tough and quick, you know. There's another process that takes about 4 years when you gradually go to vegan, raw food, 80-10-10, but we don't want that. We want the hard stuff. If you wish to go all breatharian, and this is your goal, then we're going to have a conversation about that, because there is some things that you before. A full breatharian is someone that also doesn't drink, and that means that he still consumes water. Is drink it. The pores of the skin, they open a little bit, and from the breathing, the humidity itself has a little, and it's also a gradual process. It's very, very important. I didn't do it. I only did like 10 days here, a few weeks here, here and there with just water process. It's comfortable. It's really good for people who really want it. And there's only 2 in the world right now. So that's why most of the breatharians, they're usually juice drinkers, balance themselves. I now eat like a meal or 2 a week. Some weeks I do, some weeks I don't. It's really completely up to you, because once the engine is open, the engine is open. And another good thing is that it's a process that you do once in a lifetime. It's sort of like riding a bicycle. The body just needs it one time. Yeah, okay, somebody, what is your role as a guide in the process? Do you work with an ancestor? Ascended masters like Jasmine, can you speak about the blood test? Yes, I will do both. First, Joe. Okay, we're back. Good. Stopped, but somebody asked about this. In the beginning process, we feel really weak. After that, it passes. Some people, depending on their age, depending on how clean we are before, and where we are in our belief system, it will be quicker. I mean, I know a guy that just finished the process and went running 2 days after for 10 kilometers. Usually, after about a week, everybody balances out, and it takes every day you get stronger. That is the time that it's really the weakest time, and we will talk about everything. We'll explain everything into really deeply, and you have nothing to worry about if you're exercising. There is no Joe's. You do not need to take 3 to 5 months. Okay, take maximum a month, and you don't need to take it. Most people go back to work on the Monday after, and it's all cool. We are a little bit weak. We need to have challenges with our colleagues because we look a little bit pale in the beginning. That's the truth. When you change car, you put it in the shop, okay? And in the shop, there's a time period that you don't use the car for a certain mileage. You know, you take care of it. So the body needs to change. It's 2 steps back for 10 steps forward. Yeah. Shakib, did anybody ask any more questions, or should I continue? I really recommend to see a few videos that I put. Just look Ray Maor on YouTube, the 10-day process. And during the process itself, during the no problem, but if you want to go outside, then I really suggest that you take some warm things. I have a weight of 80 kilos and I have juiced a raw food, okay? Just raw. You will see some of you will get tired from salads. I know, I also went through it. It makes the detox easy. So far, any other questions? We have about 10 more minutes for this session. We're going to have another session because I want more people to connect. I want more people to feel energy. If you have any questions, please send them to Shakib and he will send them to me, or send it directly to my email. My website is the 10dayprocess.com. My email is there somewhere. My email is a. I can tell you that some of you are a little bit scared or feel that you know, it's something that we don't know, and once we don't know, then we usually are afraid of something that we don't know. We know in our heart that it makes sense. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here, would we? We know that it is possible because, you know, science has took me and blood tested me through an 8-day without food and water. After 4 days, you're supposed to die, and you're supposed to be dehydrated and feel bad and nauseous. And I told them, look, this is not going to happen. And I know, it's not because I'm a person. I really needed to do it because this is my soul path. And if you feel an urge to do it, you're curious, then it's your soul's path as well. And to permit you and to guide you through it. Question 2. Are the different meditation and information gathering being recorded? Because I would like to be able to look bad at it instead of being too much busy with recording during the process. I have no problem with people recording it. I'm not sure that I will record everything. This is the first time I'm doing it completely in English. Last time I had a few participants from Europe and I had a translator translate every meditations. But I have no problem with somebody recording it, putting it online. Everything I do, I say it's completely to give knowledge, okay? Whatever it is, I will never ask anybody to not put it online if they have it. So yeah, you can record a video camera and we can record some sessions, and afterwards I'll edit some of them, and I can also, if that is what you like, so you can repeat them as much as you want. As I said, exercises are not masses, but some people would like to week, 2 weeks, maybe more, or just remember that because I'm a guide, then these frequencies, the vibrations, some of the energy goes through me, which is funny because during the first days I feel a little, and afterwards it reverses, and then you are starting to give me more energy. So yeah, problem. Remember, raw food 1 week before. During that 1 week, please fast 1 day, only water. It's in the brain. You will see, once you focus not eating until tomorrow evening, then only an hour before the end, then you will want to drink, eat something, you feel like something is missing. The challenge begins now, okay, for some of you, because raw food and juicing and all that stuff, please obtain or sustain from telling people what you're going to go through. Tell them it's a detox vipassana. We're going to have a vipassana day also, by the way. Whatever, because they don't understand. You also don't completely understand. You will understand, and you also understand how to explain it to people better, especially mothers. Yeah, mothers. People who think that you might go crazy. To not tell them. You can tell your spouse if she supports or he supports. If somebody you know will put the energy down, please don't tell them. Let them know you're taking 10 days for spiritual growth, for within, for self-mastery. You don't have to tell them who, what, unless you know them. And then bring them along if you want. Question 3. After the still 9 days off from work, is this enough to be able to pick up as my work as a garbage taker again because of the physical work? 9 days is enough. That is not. Take your time. You will exercise on a daily basis to build it again. The body needs to remember. So 9 days is enough. Wants to know what other way of preparation other than. I have 2 suggestions. They're arbitrary. The first suggestion is start giving up food that you enjoy. Go into the supermarket every week. Instead of choosing whatever you always chose, let go. Say, today I'm not going to take this. Next week also. See that sometimes you say yes, because like I said, it's not a physical thing. It will be a mental, emotional thing, because we're going to disengage from a very, very embedded and strong belief that we have. And that would help you. The second thing, and it's just to get yourself used to the social situation and to the body situation. Jonathan asked, how to gain weight during pranic lifestyle? We will acknowledge that you're going to be skinny. I also, by the way, I want to work out more. You will see me, I'm muscular, but I have Pranic people don't have fat, obviously, for obvious reasons. Can gain more muscle tissue. Also, exercises you can do that are in the head, but we will discuss this during the process. Advanced material, it's not for this type of say, but you will not be fat, or like, if you like to be chubby, full, or or anything except for the animals that are closest to human beings. Cats, dogs, sometimes horses. And we'll talk about it. It's really interesting because the more the frequency is of free will, and the more, bad things we can do, the more we influence the animals that are closest to us. Any more questions? We have like a few more minutes before we close. Please. The YouTubes I have a station. Know me as a guide. See if my frequency, the way I explain things, light. The light, it means I don't take the spiritual path in torment. I think that everything should come like we're small children, but seriously, like rules during the process itself. The fact that we don't have any cell phones because we have to disconnect from the world. And certain things that we'll talk about when we continue. I think that the best thing that I can offer is to accept yourself. See if this fits to you, fits your lifestyle, if something that you want to do. Because I think that now the sky is open, and the sky is the limit, and we're all doing these amazing things. Shakib, he does other processes as well in the world, like Vision Quest. I understand he organized it, and I'm really excited that he's my assistant in this. And we're going to development and consciousness understanding. This is my call. My call is to be a guide and to explain whatever I learned, because I've been doing this since. Just ask. I will be a step forward doing 10 before. Is that okay? Yes. Whatever, as long as before it's raw food, whatever is below raw food, which is fruitarian, 80-10-10, no problem. Do whatever you feel like. Just if you see that there is a resistance, meaning do it. Okay, don't resist. Don't do it because you want to be hard with yourself. Do it because it flows and you feel good with it. Yeah. My friends, we are going to organize another chat. Please send all the questions and I will answer all the questions. I will also have a list of your emails so you can write me during the chat and not through Shakib. And I haven't met you, but I feel like I know you. And please send questions to Shakib or to me directly, and we will organize another one within, I think, a week or something like that. The process begins. Whoever wants to register, please do so now, because we know how many people are going to come. We're going to order the fruits, and we just need to know how many approximately. So talk to Shakib. He's the logistical manager, and I will see you guys soon. Please send me questions. I enjoy talking about this. You can also download my book for free. The 10dayprocess.com is a place that you can download it. It's a PDF. And thank you very much for coming. And see you guys soon. Namaste.